Good morning, Amani. So good to see you all here, all of you who remember to spring forward. Luckily, our phones do it, so that does make it a little bit easier. But all right, do we have any kids today? I know we have at least Charlotte, so I'm going to release the kids. Oops. Oh, I might release the kids. Oh, no, we're supposed to be singing first. Sorry. Okay. Before we release the kids, let's sing. That way they can stay here with us. So let's all stand and join John DeFur in our opening song.
What's all the fuss about? Why can't people just get along? Yeah, we ought to talk about all the good we got going on. Yeah, everybody knows there's a better way. And we're all hoping and praying that someday there'll be joy all around the world. There'll be happy children
All around the world.
singing.
All around the world.
There'll be love all around the world.
All around the world.
There'll be peace and understanding
All around the world. I'll have a part in this.
Can't you just feel it? It's everywhere. There's a powerful feeling up in the air. Won't be no reason to sing the blues. And there won't be nothing on the radio but some good news. There'll be love all around the world. There'll be happy children singing. There'll be joy all around the world. There'll be peace and understanding all around the world. You know we're gonna bring about a positive change. Can't help feeling how it keeps on getting so strange. How do we get away from the misery and pain and still feel the sunshine in the pouring rain? There'll be love all around the world. There'll be happy children singing. There'll be joy all around the world. There'll be peace and understanding all around the world. There'll be peace and understanding all around the world. There'll be peace and understanding all around the world. Yeah.
Is that your song, John? That's a great song. Yes, love it, love it. Feel how that vibration's up in the room now. So, all right, so now we're going to release the kids. You guys have a great time. We will see you after. Thank you, Monica. All right, so welcome to the Amani Center. So glad that you're all able to join us. And for those joining us online, you are so welcome too. We're happy that you're here. We like to begin our service by speaking our vision statement aloud. So let's say it together. We are lighting the path to peace together. And so that is what we came up with when we talked about what are we trying to do here, and that really resonates. And that's why we're here. That's why we show up on Sundays, why we do our classes, why we even on Friday, our second Friday drum circle, we're lighting that path to peace, and we're doing it together and in community, which is a wonderful way to do it. All right, so this is a little bit about who we are. We are an open and inclusive spiritual community, and we believe there are many paths to the divine. So it's not a my way or the highway kind of paradigm. It's many ways to get there, and everybody's different. So whatever your path is, whatever your unfoldingment is, we are here to support you, to walk it with you, and we can all be walking our own paths together. And that's what we are seeking to do here at the Amani Center. We're a place to learn and to grow and to be. So as I said, we have classes, we have workshops, We have lots of ways for you to explore your path, what it is, your transformation, your way of up-leveling your life on planet Earth. And we know that this is a time right now where there's a lot of that going on, and there's a lot of chaos, and we're being challenged, we're being pushed, and we're being knocked down a lot. But how do we get back up? How do we rise strong? That's the work that we're all doing together now, and it's important. So this is a place where you can have support on that work. You can find people who are doing the work as well, who can help uplift you and help you find your way. And we're also a safe and a welcoming space where you can just show up to fill your cup. Sometimes that's all you got. You can just show up on a Sunday and just receive the blessings, the comfort, the wisdom, the higher vibration. Or sometimes you can just tune in at home, and that's the best you can do, and that's okay. Whatever you're able to do that, and give yourself the grace and the space to do that, and know that we are here to help you, to support you, and to just help you on that journey. Is there anyone here for the first time? We have a little gift we'd love to give you. If it's your first time and you're comfortable, you can just raise your hand and one of the ushers will bring it up to you. If you rather just wait till afterwards, you can see them after and we'll make sure you get one. If you're online and it's your first time, DM us and we would be happy to mail this to you. One of the ways that we support this community is through our affirmative prayer and through our Circle of Light, who brings that. So we have a team of ministers and practitioners who have spent many years in this study of this metaphysical way of being, and we are here to help you remember the truth about who you are, to help you manifest the things you want to manifest, to help you put down the things that are no longer serving you. So if you're a member of the Circle of Light, if you would just raise your hand. So Reverend Pixie and I are both here. So if after service today you would like some treatment, some spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer, please see one of us. We would be happy to do that with you. It's our joy. It uplifts us as well. And it just takes a few moments, and we can just sit down and talk about what it is you want to bring in, what you want to release, what you're grateful for, and then help you to sort of rev that up. So see us afterwards if you would like help with that. And again, if you're online, you can reach out for that. We can do it via text. We can do it via email. We can call you, whatever works for you. All right, I'm going to take a few moments and go through our announcements. So this is the month of March. Our theme is You Are the Heart of God. And this is our second Sunday, so we have the very wonderful Reverend Pixie DeFore, along with her wonderful husband, John DeFore, bringing music. And then next week we'll have Reverend Mitch Austin, followed by Reverend Sherry Wynn. And then this is a 5-month Sunday, and it's also Easter is where the last day. So we will be doing a special Easter service here. It is the Rose Petal service. It's a service that we haven't done here in a while, and it's a beautiful service. We're updating it a little bit, but it will be a wonderful way to celebrate Easter in a metaphysical way. So you are welcome to be here for that. We'd love to have you here. The Circle of Light, our ministers and our practitioners will be putting that on. And we're going to do an Easter egg hunt afterwards, too. So if you've got kids, grandkids, bring them. We'll have it set up out on the patio. And then you can go off and do your Easter things. We still have our pre-sale going on for the Healing Arts Center, and I opened those doors up so you can kind of take a look today. We've been making progress, sort of beautifying it, zenifying it, making it more of the vibration that we want to bring. But anyone can try that out for free. We have the vibroacoustic lounge or meditation bed. It's going to take you to a deeper place of meditation. You just lay on that with headphones. You'll have some binaural beats. The bed itself vibrates with that music to really help you get to a very deep place of meditation. So you can do a free trial today afterwards, and then you can also sign up if you'd like to come and have a 20-minute free session. We have deals going on. If you have any questions, please see me afterwards. Here's some of the things that are going on this month. We have Shelf Help on the 14th. That's the Very Loose Book Club, where you can read the book or not read the book, but show up and talk about the book and be in community. Our teen play date is going to be Friday, March 15th. That's always the third Friday, so that's coming up this week. Bring your teens, tell teens. They have such a great time. Nicole and Addie do a great job with that, and they just pack this room with kids just being themselves and being creative and being in a safe, no pressure place where they can just shine. So that is something that is so good for them. Our Amani annual meeting will be next Sunday. So that's the annual one. That's where we give you the full update. We talk about what we've got planned for the year. We listen to what your suggestions are, what your questions are. We will have our potluck next week this month so that we can have it in conjunction with the meeting. So if you'd like to bring a dish to share, please do that. We'll do that next week. And then we have our social night for the month is game night. So we're going to do that on the 22nd of March. It's a Friday. Just bring a dish or something to share, and we'll just have some games going. We had a awesome, intense game of Pictionary going last time, and it was fun. It was really fun. So kids are welcome. Everyone's welcome. Please come for that. It's just a love donation. We've got Full Moon on March 25th. That's going to be a great event, as always. Join us for that. We're a ritual and kind of a check-in for what's going on. Already talked a little bit about the Circle of Light Easter Sunday. We have 2 yoga classes a week, 1 chair and 1 flow, and they're over at the ballet studio. Those are a love donation basis as well, and they're appropriate for anyone. If you're new, that's a great place to start, especially the chair. Really easy, but still a good workout. And then Saturday meditation is every Saturday at 10 o'clock for an hour and a half, but it's basically 3 different types of meditation, so it's great for beginners, but it's also great for people who've been meditating, who just want to come into this very quiet, sacred space, and Kathy will help lead you through that. You have some time to talk about it. Okay, we've got Course in Miracles is a new discussion group that just started, and if you have questions, Gina's here. She's in the back of the room. She can answer them. They're just meeting twice a month, the first and the third Thursdays here at 6:30. Get the book if you have it. I know we have at least one available, I think. Maybe not, maybe that's sold, but you can get it online, or you can share when you come. Just a very informal but really wonderful way to do this Course in Miracles work. So everyone's welcome to that. That's a love donation. Gina's kind of organizing it, but it's pretty much group led, right? There's not someone, yeah. So bring your book and just have that experience. The new owners of the coffee shop next door, it was called R.C. Hennings. I don't know what their new name is. Nick something. They're going to start having free brewed coffee on Sundays, starting next week. Yes, so you can go over there after service, have a free brewed coffee, maybe order one of their other nice coffees or some of their fresh brewed coffee. They brew it right there. If you come by certain days, you'll smell the coffee roasting. So they're just wanting to kind of partner with us, and we love to support them. So starting next week, go for free coffee next door. And then we have our Spring Fest coming up on May 4th. So we're looking for vendors right now. Kathy Amos Clark is doing that, so you can, Kathy Clark Amos is doing that. So check with her if you know someone. We're also doing a 2 deal with a little discount if you sign up for that one and for Christmas. And then mark your dates for May 4th. It's going to be a great event. She's got a different taco truck. It's going to be, a different food truck, and I think it's tacos this time. So great event. Great opportunity to purchase Mother's Day gifts if you hadn't done that by the end of May. So I think that's the last. Oh, Brian, my clicker stopped working. Can you forward it? It was going so well. Uh-oh. Okay. Something went wrong. Wait, it's back. Let's see. There we go. All right. If you haven't silenced your phone already, take a moment to do that, and then we're going to go in and bless this service. Okay, I'm back. All right, so I encourage you to just put your feet flat on the floor so that you can feel a little more grounded. And then sit up nice and straight. And if it feels comfortable or intuitive to you, you can allow your eyes to close as you receive that cleansing breath and become fully present in this divine moment where we know that we are all here for a divine reason, for a personal reason, for a reason of upliftment and enlightenment. And so I know everybody listened to that voice and either showed up or listened from home or did whatever they needed to do today. And so from this place of deep connection with each other, with spirit, in this oneness, we just know that today's service unfolds divinely, perfectly, just as it's meant to. And so we let all of the to-dos and the busyness fall away as we become present, and we accept the good that is ours today, and we share the good that is ours to share. And so in great gratitude for the Amani Center, for our speaker, for our music, all of our volunteers, and all of you who show up to raise the vibration, hear the message, and share the message. I'm just so grateful. And I release this word into the law. I know that as I speak it, it is already done, and that all is truly well. And together we say, and so it is. All right, so now we're going to do our affirmation. We're going to speak it together aloud. We'll speak this 3 times. So the first time we say it with energy in our louder voice, and then the second time we bring it down into a whisper and speak it more quietly, really letting it drop into our hearts. And then the third time, please join me mentally as I speak it aloud for you. All right, let's begin. As I now open up to the divine, that which is all powerful, all knowing, ever present, I give great thanksgiving for the seamless, soft, and graceful rejuvenation of my bodily cells. As I now open to the divine, that which is all powerful, all knowing, and ever present, I give great thanksgiving for the seamless, soft, and graceful rejuvenation of my bodily cells. As I now open up to the divine, that which is all powerful, all knowing, and ever present, I give great thanksgiving for the seamless, soft, and graceful rejuvenation of my bodily cells. And together we say, and so it is. All right, and we have another song from John DeFore to lead us into our meditation.
Reach out my hand, will you hold me? Will you help me to stand if I fall? If I can't say my name, will you know me? Will I still be me if I lose it all? Help me to heal. Help me to feel. All I know is what I see. So won't you help me to believe? Help me to heal. If I'm not all I was, will you love me? I'm afraid if I change, you might go. So face the unknown, are you with me? 'Cause you know I can't do this all alone. Help me to heal. Help me to feel. All I know is what I see. Won't you help me to believe? Help me to feel. I know I'll find the strength to fight. If I can trust, I'm gonna be alright. So walk me through my darkest hours tonight. Help me to heal. Help me to feel. All I know is what I see. So won't you help me to believe? Help me to heal. Help me to heal. Help me to feel. I know is what I see. So won't you help me to believe? Help me to heal.
And staying in this quiet, beautiful space that John created with that lovely song, we take a moment to go into our time of meditation, a quiet time for you. So if it feels comfortable to you, you can allow your eyes to close, receiving that breath into your lungs and belly, quieting the mind, quieting the body, opening up to the divine guidance, the divine connection that is always ours with Spirit, with God, with the universe, with science, nature, Allah, Amun-Ra, any word that you use, any name that you give it. It is that one divine energy that animates us all, that lives through us all, that allows us, supports us, loves us, uplifts us, informs us. And we are one with it. It is always here, giving us just what we need. It is just ours to turn towards it. Whatever word we give it, whatever image we see in our mind, turn towards it and say yes and receive the good. And so right now we take this time to be open, to listen, to receive the good, to receive the insight, the incoming, the answer to the question you've been asking yourself. We set aside any busyness. We let the monkey mind take a break, and we just clear the storm from our minds and allow the good to flow in. Enjoy your meditation. So staying in this deep connection, in this place of oneness, now we take a moment for a prayer or treatment or affirmative prayer for divine healing, our opportunity to know that all is well. And so from this place where we are so aware, so focused on, so turned towards our connection with Spirit, with God, with the universe, we reach our loving arms out across our communities and the world to share this connection, to share this love, this kindness, this compassion, this ease and grace with all across our planet. And especially focusing our love, our energy towards those who especially need it right now. Those who are suffering from deprivation of food or water. Those who are living through war or chaos or violence. Those experiencing grief and loss. Those experiencing mental and emotional difficulties, addictions. All mental and physical as well, physical challenges, disease, injury. In a moment, we'll speak the names of the people or the situations that we want to shed this healing light upon. And it can be yourself, it can be your family, someone you know, some situation around the world that is calling you to heal it. And then we will just welcome it into this healing place, knowing the oneness. So right now, speak aloud the name or the names of those people and situations that you want to shine the love of healing upon. And so we just feel the energy of all of these individuals and all these situations that we've brought in here for healing. And we know that healing is done. Healing is upon them. And we affirm that. We share that. We know it. We feel the raised vibration. And so with great gratitude, we release this word into the law, knowing that as we speak it, it is done. It is assured. It is how the law works. And so with great joy, we release it. And together we say, and so it is. All right, now we have another song from the wonderful John DeFore.
People get ready. There's a train coming. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. People get ready for the train to Jordan. Picking up passengers one by one. Faith is the key. Open the door and board 'em. There's room for all
course, you guys get to join in on that. John, thank you. He did that song, Help Me to Heal. He's done it one other time here before. It was written by Olivia Newton-John on her album, Grace and Gratitude. Yeah, before she passed on. Such a beautiful, beautiful song. And that's actually, Catherine says, what's the talk title? I said, I don't know. Oh, Help Me to Heal. That works. Gina, does everybody have, oh, maybe I'll just ask you guys, does everybody have an angel blessing? Is there anyone who doesn't? You have to have one to participate. So we're going to do something really unconventional. Reverend Patty used to say, you need to give it away to have it. And each one of you have in your possession an angel blessing. So what I'd like to do is everybody stand up, and we're going to get in a circle. We don't have to hold hands. Just get in a circle here somehow and bring your angel card. Marcy's going to help direct you. I am so impressed all these people came. Clock time. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay. So everybody spread out. So, yeah, just kind of spread out because I'm going to ask you guys, do you guys remember this game we used to play? It's left, right, left, right. Okay, so we're going to do left, right. So don't burn yourself on the candle there, Ralph. I got that okay. All right, because we're going to pass our cards. We all have a blessing. Look at your blessing. What blessing do you have? It's an angel blessing. Okay, so you have that blessing. So we went to Google, so I just want to make sure that I'm not stepping on anybody's toes. We took one of their stories, and we kind of switched it around a little bit to match here. All right, so I'm going to read a story. Every time I say right, you're going to pass your blessing to the right. Every time I say left, you're going to pass your blessing to the left. Ooh, look, you're all smiling. You know how healing smiling is? Yeah, okay. Are you ready? Here we go. All right. Many ancient years ago, high on a mountaintop, there lived a family named Wright. Okay, you guys got to be quicker than that. They had many cousins whose names were also Wright. Every solstice, there was a gathering, and no one was left out. The high priestess Wright made a guest list, and she left nothing to chance. The solstice was planned, and things had to be just right. The high priestess, whose last name was Wright, also left the mountaintop to find the right hunter and gatherers to do her shopping, but left her list in the cave. Now, this created a problem right from the start. One of her cousins and strong tribal members, Hugo Wright, had gone to cut a tree for the solstice event. It had to be perfect. The right won. The high priestess mother Wright was in charge of the spit, like a fire. And everyone had to bring the right food to fit the menu, and no one left their caves without their share. There were children by the score who played right in the middle of the gathering area and left their slingshots and dolls everywhere. Now, it really wouldn't be festive if they had no bonfire. So the fairy queen left what she was doing and lit 2 fires, one on the left and one on the right of a giant bonfire. And she created, with a mischievous glance and a billowy wind, striking the coals as a breath left her mouth. Just then, the Viking, Uncle Wright, came out of his cave, as the fairy queen did not want to see him because he stood her up last week, and she left in a huff. Just then, Louie, the witch goddess of the north, stepped right in through a mist and gave back the sun and the moon as the right thing to do, as she had kidnapped them and held them captive in the cave to the right last year. Then she marched right back into the mist. The high priestess, who had left the mountaintop, returned and honored the smaller fires at the left and at the right of the large bonfire created by the fairy queen who had left just a few minutes prior to her arrival. They all gathered round the fires. Each woman had a man to her right and also on her left. They laughed right out loud as they shared in the feast. You now have the right blessing for yourself, because that's all that's left of this story. And we bless each other just by being here today. Isn't that right? You now have a blessing, and you gave your blessing to someone else. Take a look at see what your blessing is. We have beautiful angel blessings flying around, so don't sit down. So this is what we're going to do. I would like everybody to bring their blessing. We have candles up front. You know how I love to plant blessings. All right? So you take your blessing in your heart and give great thanksgiving for it, and thanksgiving for anybody else that you'd like to give it to. So I'm going to start with Ralph because you're closest to the fire. And then we can walk around in a circle and then find your seat, kind of like musical chairs, whatever you want to do. Find whatever seat you want to sit in. Go back to your own. That's great. So John's going to sing a beautiful little loop song. A loop. We call it a loop.
Yeah, right.
Somebody didn't have one? Oh my gosh. But I asked you guys.
I think some people have 4.
We have tons of angel blessings back there. So we need more over here. And there is no such thing as a wrong angel blessing. I'll shut up now. Beautiful blessings, beautiful prayers. Take your card with you this week. Keep it in your pocket, in your car, on your altar, wherever you want. Just let it be a reminder to you. But right now, John, I think we have a theme going. There might be a healing going on. Yeah? I think so.
Let me walk to the banks of the river of love, where the current runs deep, baptized in the one, where there's no separation, and love is all we feel, humbling all our differences, and love will set us free. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. I said, oh, you rock my soul. I see the blessings of the past. It's time to requalify. Let's not forget to learn to forgive. Lord knows we've got to try. It's my responsibility to heal the wounds in me. Compassion, faith, and hope and love, and truth will set us free. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. I said, oh, you rock my soul. Here we go. Oh, Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. I said, oh, you rock my soul. I said, oh, you rock my soul. I said, oh, you rock my soul. Hey, good job.
Dang. Thank you, John. Well, that was a talk today. There's always a healing going on. I want everybody, sorry, Chris, I don't mean to call you out, but I'm going to. Over here in the sound booth is Chris Siri, and he does magic stuff back there. John and I are always throwing him curveballs, right? Because we never are kind of sure where we're going to stand, what we're going to do, when we're going to say something, not say something. And he's always having to watch us. So, Chris, thank you very much for your service. All right, you guys. So, there is a lot of healing that needs to go on in this world right now. You agree? We also have a lot of healing that needs to take place inside of us. What we all need is a sense of hope, a sense that things can change. I don't have the answer on how to make healing happen for someone else. It is a journey that we all get to take on our own. How many times have I been asked in the last 30 years, why did I get sick? What happened? What thoughts did I think to make this happen? I don't know. I got a good idea what's happened with me, but I can't tell you on your particular journey. Did I think a wrong thought? We're not meant to sit there and babysit every single one of our thoughts that we have, but when we sit in them and brew in them, interesting things can happen. Healing is a deep and reflective journey that we are at opportunity to take when we are ready. So we're going to talk about that today. I'm going to share some of whom I think are most inspirational as far as guides, some that were there for me, and some that took me through my own journey, through those murky waters. So there's a lot of masterful metaphysicians that we speak of in New Thought. It's like who? Like who do we have? Who do we talk about in New Thought? Wayne Dyer, perfect. Who else? Who? Eckhart Tolle, who? Ernest Holmes, absolutely. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Ernest Holmes, Joel Goldsmith, Emma Curtis Hopkins, Louise Hay, Wayne Dyer, Deepak Chopra, and Rev Betty Humanek just did a book report on Genevieve Barron. I'm going to be looking her up pretty soon. But today, I'm going to bring in one of my gurus, and that is Carolyn Mace. Y'all hear her? Yeah. So I'll talk a little bit about her. It's kind of like the book report part of it. And then I'm going to talk to you about my journey and how she influenced my journey. She is an author of mysticism, wellness, spirituality, and psychological roadblocks to our health. Yeah. All I can bring you today from Carolyn Mace, I never get it right, but you know what I mean, right? All I can bring with you is what I've read about her and what I actually learned by going through her processes of healing. She seems to be complicated, well-educated. She is a teacher of teachers. She's criticized by some, and she's loved by others. She was raised in Chicago, Illinois, with a family, a couple of brothers, raised Catholic. She's still there. She also studied intuition, energy medicine, and human consciousness, received a master's in theology. She was a journalist for a while. But most of all, what caught my attention is that she's a medical intuitive. How many of y'all knew that about her? Medical intuitive. Yeah, and I think that is just magical. A medical intuitive, this is a quote, so I'm going to tell you what it says, has the ability to evaluate the quality of a person's health from a distance, even from information received on the telephone, given only the person's name, age, permission. She's able to get impressions of that person's health. Carolyn Mace states, quoted from her, "It's as if I were reading a series of data banks in the body." What do you suppose those data banks are? Data banks. I took it to mean that we have all these energy centers that run all the way here, all the way down. I would call that a data bank, but I don't know for sure, but that's what I'm thinking. So she specializes in assisting people in understanding the emotional, the psychological, and physical reasons why their bodies have developed an illness. She's written a lot of books. The two books that came to me was Anatomy of a Spirit was one, and the other one is Why People Don't Heal and How They Can. I'm finishing that up right now. So a lot of this information comes from those two books. She's dedicated to creating educational programs in the field of human consciousness, spirituality, mysticism, health, energy medicine, and advancing the science of medical intuition. I like to listen to her podcasts. I'm on my way to work. They're kind of fun. She did a real good one with Oprah Winfrey. She kind of reminds me of Judge Judy. She's tough. She doesn't take any guff. And don't ever leave your cell phone on when you're at one of her conferences. All right. She offers guidance for inner work. And there's a requirement that people actually take responsibility for their own healing. Imagine that. All right, so many, many years ago, when I got sick, my body took a dump on me. And I found the book, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. I read through it. The body began to heal. I wanted to know what the heck just happened. So I found myself at a religious science church, Centers for Spiritual Living. 5 years later, I'm all practitioned up. My body was healed. I was feeling good. I thought I was all hot there. I'm just like a really cool practitioner, and I don't need to meditate every day. I can just call people. They can just call me when they need to pray with me. I got this down pat. My body's healed, and we're done. Guess what happened? Universe kicked me right in the... Down I went again. So I went back to Louise Hay. Oh my gosh. And I'm reading my affirmation and reading my affirmations. And guess what happened? Not a dang thing. Nothing happened. And I didn't, this is not working. What did I do? So it's kind of like after menopause, ladies, when, you know, those old tricks we used to use to lose that 10 pounds don't work anymore? Yeah, it's kind of like the same thing with that Louise Hay book. Wasn't happening. But I kept asking myself, why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? Like, why shouldn't it happen to you? What's so big about you that this shouldn't happen to? What, like it's supposed to happen to someone else and not you? Big shot? Right? Okay, so we have to ask these serious questions. Did I think I was so darn special? And then I got stuck in, what did I do wrong? I thought I was doing everything right. These are all valid questions when someone is facing disease. If that second experience did not happen to me, do you think I would have gone back to my spiritual roots? No, I wouldn't have gone back. Everything's fine. I don't need this anymore. This is a lifetime. This is a lifetime path. So Carolyn Mace wrote a book called Anatomy of a Spirit, The 7 Stages of Power and Healing. Y'all heard of that, right? It found its way into my hands, I believe, by my mother, God bless her soul. I learned from that book how we give our power away to others, about our energy system, which is a total and complete different beast. Everything that happens with the energy system on the inside of the body. Going further, she discusses why people sabotage their healing in something that she calls woundology. Have you heard of woundology? Woundology, yeah. Okay, so this is what she says. It is characterized by a person who prefers to rely on the power of illness for manipulation of his or her world. You ever seen that? Oh, I can't do it, I'm sick. Oh, you're going to go to that party tonight, but I'm just going to be here not feeling good. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, can you do this? I'm sick, I'm in bed. Can you get this for me? As opposed to attaining an independent, empowered state of health. Yeah. I'd never heard of a medical intuitive before that. Based on her research in energy medicine, she shows how every illness, see if this sounds familiar for some of you, how every illness corresponds to a pattern of emotional and psychological stresses, beliefs, and attitudes that have influenced corresponding areas of the human body. What does that sound like to you? Anybody know? Louise Hay, that's right. Where did I start? Louise Hay. And where did I go? Carolyn Mace. That's right. What happened? What happened? Why was Louise Hay not working? Yeah, I was leveling up. That's what happened. And this is what happens to all of us. We get that boost. We get that expansion of consciousness. And things that were working before, although they're a part of us, they're not working. When you want to shift, you make changes. All right. So for myself, I was determined to heal the body. I wasn't done yet. and I was willing to do whatever it took to heal that body. I reached for everything. Everything. Let's see. I reached for naturopath, no meat, no wheat, no dairy, no qigong. I did prayer, I did meditation, I had practitioners, I had ministers. I did everything, including medicine. I had somebody ask me this a while back. How do you rectify that with medication and metaphysics? How do you do that? Well, you do it all. You do it all. God is in everything. Everything. A thought, an idea, everything that created that. Don't get me going on the pharmaceuticals, but medication is there for a beautiful reason. And for me, the beginning, and it bridged me to over here, to wellness. All right. So, reading Anatomy of a Spirit, I began to purge everything. And she talks about this a lot. I purged everything that I had once believed to be true, that I had given my power away to. I let it go. And this is where I was at. If you are not here to support my healing journey, get out of my way. Yeah. I had mentioned her thoughts on woundology, and she states that there are some that need to be with others to speak the same language. Support groups. And they're wonderful, whether it's AA or Fat Anonymous or whatever these beautiful support groups are. She goes on to say that when we define ourselves by our wounds, this happened to me when I was a kid, and I'm going to live in it. When we define ourselves by our wounds, we burden and lose our physical and spiritual energy and open ourselves to the risk of illness. That's what I'm thinking. This is all I think about. These bad, horrible, terrible things, and I identify with it. You have a story. We all have a story. You are not your story. And you're not in it anymore. So one day, I go to the doctor's office, and he says, I want you to go to this support group. Oh, okay. Because what did I just get finished saying? I grabbed for everything. There was not a no in the book for me. Okay, I don't do support groups, but I'm going to go because he said to go. So I went. And I walked into this room full of beautiful souls. And they had all been struck down by the same disease. And they were talking about the previous week and how difficult it was, and don't use that temperature of water, and you can't do it this way, and you have to do it that way, and the hardships that they had experienced. I hugged them all and blessed them as I left, because that was their journey, and that's where they were at. And that's what their need was. For me, I realized at that very moment that this was going to be a very lonely journey. It was going to be a very lonely journey. I had to come back. I had to do it my way. Nothing less than perfect was going to work for me. So what are the terms that we create for ourselves to become healthy again when we are confronted with disease or dysfunction? What are our terms? What are we willing to do? How far are we willing to go? Reverend Bob Bailey, my very first teacher, used to say, there's a price for everything. There's a price for everything. When you change and shift consciousness, when you start to expand, people are going to fall away. Whatever that is. You're not partying anymore. People are going to fall away. You can't be in the illness anymore. People are going to fall away. But new people are going to come in. It will never be the same when you come out of that dark night of the soul. You will not be the same person you were when you walked into it. So she has some questions that she asked a group, Carolyn Mays, I'm not taking these, Carolyn. So she had a group of questions. Sorry, guys, it's like that hour knocked me off. She had a group of questions that she asked people at a conference with regards to what they were willing to do if they wanted to change, if they wanted to bring their health back. So I want you all to close your eyes for a moment, and I want you to ask yourself these questions. All right. So if healing required you to change your job, would you do it? If healing required moving to another part of the country or out of the city, would you do it? If healing required that you change most of your attitudes towards others and yourself, would you do so? If healing required you to change all of your physical habits, such as restricting what you could eat and adding in a heavy-duty exercise program, would you do that? If healing required that you be alone for a long period of time, perhaps entering into an extended retreat, enabling you to confront the shadows side of yourself, would you do it? Listen closely. If healing your emotional and psychological nature required that you experience a physical illness, perhaps a long and difficult one, as the means of contact with these parts of yourself, would you accept the challenge? And if the goal of becoming healthy required you to lose everything, home, spouse, job, what would you say then? Go ahead and open your eyes. So when she finished asking these questions, she told her attendees this. This illustrates that we hold within us, whether or not we realize it, the terms upon which we will move forward with our lives, including the goal of healing and illness. What are you willing to do? She writes that healing requires a hard look into the self and a gigantic purge of our lives, our attitudes, and our consciousness. So many ways to bring healing into our lives, our bodies, our relationships, and our bank accounts. Do what works for you. What a road we're on. What a journey it's been. Be kind. Be grateful, no matter what it's looking like. You know, I did every single one of those questions. Get out of my way. And I will leave you today with this prayer that Carolyn Mays wrote after she brought a man a sandwich on a park bench. And she sat there with him. And he said, I know you don't want to sit here with me. You're just being kind. And then he explained that he was a homeless veteran. She was humbled. And she wrote this. I never know where I will find you or how you will speak to me. Some days it is through new persons, and others days it's through a new experience. Each day I become more aware of something I did not understand or realize before. I knew I should be grateful for all that I have. Now I realize that I should also be grateful for all that I do not have. For I do not have traumatic war memories, and I do not have scars from being a refugee, and I do not have the fear of a homeless person. I am grateful for all I have and for all I do not have. If I am grateful for having been spared a suffering, give me the grace to help those who are suffering. Amen. Namaste.
Thank you, Reverend Pixie. All right, now it's our joyful time of giving. So this is our opportunity to support this center and all of the work that we do. Also, just paying our lease payments, our other bills that we have to keep going. So these are some ways that you can support the Amani Center. We have a donate button that comes through on the newsletter. If you don't get that, please see one of us so you can sign up and make sure that you get that. That way you'll know what's going on here. That QR code right there is also available on the little cards in the white seat backs, and you can use your phone to scan that, and it will take you through the process to give. You can also always set up a recurring payment with your bank so that that comes out automatically and you don't really have to think about it, and that way you can keep supporting the Amani Center in a way that makes sense to you. However you do support us, we just appreciate it. This is a center that's just made up of the people who show up and do the work and give their time and their tithes, their financial donations. That's how we do it. So we run pretty lean. We don't have really anyone on staff. We have a few people that we get paid to do things, but we are volunteer run. So we appreciate whatever you do to help support the center so we can keep doing this important work here. And so now, if you would, we'll just take a moment to bless the offering. So you can hold, if you have a check or cash, you can hold it over your heart. You can use that card, or if you've already given some other way, just to energetically give thanks. And so knowing our connection with Spirit, now and always, in every instance of our lives and every instance of our beingness, we know that we are divinely sourced. We are given everything we need to show up on the planet as our very best selves, and that our true source, our true financial source, is God, is the universe. It's not our job or these other worldly things that we think of, but it is our source that brings that to us, which keeps us going, which helps us to be in flow, receiving and giving at all times. And so I know that every gift is blessed, is multiplied, comes back to bless the giver as well as blessing whoever is receiving it, blessing the center, and that this center continues to bless out into the community with our tithe, our community tithe, as well as with the offerings, the teachings, the dinners, the ways that we give to this community. And so when we are giving here, we are in this flow of giving and receiving, which is uplifting each and every one of us, our communities, our families, and the world. And so with great gratitude for these gifts, for all of you, for everyone who gives to this center, whether with their time, their tithe, their treasure, whatever it is you bring, we are just so grateful for it, and we know that it blesses you as well as us. And I release this word into the law. I know that as I speak it, it is already done, and that all is truly well. And together we say, and so it is. And so as we pass the baskets, John's going to sing another song for us.
Give up my heart, give up my soul, give up my treasures, because I know that as I give, I will receive. The circle is complete. I give up my heart, I give up my soul, I give up my treasures, because I know that as I give, I will receive. The circle is complete. I give up my heart, I give up my soul, I give up my treasures, because I know that as I give, I will receive. The circle is complete.
Thank you, John. All right, and so now it is my great joy, my great honor to receive these blessings on behalf of the Amani Center. I know they are pressed down and multiplied, blessing all of us who give them, who receive them, and our community. Together we say, and so it is. All right, so now we're ready to bring up the kids. Come on up, guys. This will light 'em up. Light 'em up. I'm gonna let it shine.
It's the light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine.
Good morning, everyone. I had Charlotte today, and of course, our wonderful helper, Addie, her sister. And we had a wonderful talk this morning about the heart of God, and what is that, and how does that look, and how does that feel? And we really got into it. It was a really, really good and a nice meditation, and it was perfect. And then we made some beautiful, show you what you made, some beautiful hearts to remind us that we are the heart of God. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica and Addie and Charlotte. All right, so we are going to stand to sing our closing song together. You can hold hands if that feels good to you. After service, just a reminder, we're going to move the chairs. If you're able to help, we stack this side of the room on this wall, and we stack this side over here without blocking that door. If you're interested in hearing about the spa or trying it out, see me back there afterwards, and just thank you all for being here. All right, let's sing it together. The presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. Amen. The presence is here. And I will meet you in grace. I will meet you in grace.
And so we just move forward this week in the light and the love and the power and the peace that I know each of you are in your own lives, keeping our beautiful angel blessings close by, reminding ourselves that we are the blessing. Thank you, dear sweet Father, Mother God. Together we say, and so it is.